closer we get to the end times, the more difficult it is to maintain healthy relationships because one of the signs of the end time is the deterioration of the family. So what was natural for your grandmother becomes difficult for you. And part of the reason they were married 63 years and you were married 63 minutes might have something to do. Might be have something to do with the fact that what used to be natural isn't natural anymore. That people are not always equipped with natural affections. They don't come in here just naturally knowing how to love. They don't come in here naturally knowing how to be nice. They don't come in here naturally knowing that if you see me carrying 6 boxes up the steps, that you ought to say, "Can I help you?" That's a lost art that's gone. That's not there anymore. And one of the signs of the end time is fighting coming from strange places. Some of you are having to fight at work and fight at home and fight at church and fight all the time, and you are so stressed out, you're overwhelmed, and you don't recognize we're living in the end time, and natural affections have eroded out of our family so that it is no longer normal to love your mother or love your wife or love your husband. And if you post that you do, somebody's going to criticize that you do because we're living in the last days where people have lost natural. Anytime you can have a baby and toss it into a trash can and get in the car and smoke a joint, you have lost all maternal instincts. Anytime you can have a child by this woman and that woman and that woman and that woman and take care of none of those children, never feel bad about it and got the nerve to be hurt that they didn't call you on Father's Day. Why in the world should they call you on Father's Day? You haven't been a father, you haven't been a daddy, you haven't been a provider, you haven't been present, you haven't been a person. Come on, we gotta own some of this stuff. Check this out, Luke 12, chapter 49 through 53. I want you to understand that some of this is just as sure as this crazy weather is a sign of the end time. This is also a sign of the end time. I came to set fire to the earth. This is Jesus saying, and I wish it were already on fire. Is it not burning? Is the ocean not as hot as a jacuzzi? I'm sorry to say something. I'm going to be put to a hard test, and I will have to suffer a lot of pain until it is over. Do you think that I came to bring peace to earth? No, indeed. I came to make people choose sides. Isn't that where we're living right now, where everybody is taking a side? Spirit of division is broken out. You got to take a side. You can't be neutral. You can't be in the middle. They're killing you because of the side you're on. A family of 5 will be divided. When 2 of them against the other 3, it's going to split families apart. Fathers and sons will turn against one another, as mothers and daughters will do the same. Mother-in-laws, oh Lord, and daughters-in-law will also turn against each other. Touch your neighbor and say, I'm living in the Bible. So we've got 2 categories: the things we contributed to, the things we caused, the things we will not own, the things we will not earn, and the things that are a result of the times we're living in. We're living in the last days that you can no longer watch Mayberry and Aunt B and make an apple pie and set it in the window and have Andy come home and Opie eat the pie and all the stuff. That's over. That's over. That Lucy is hitting Desi over the head with an AK-47 know what I'm talking about. I'm too old to even make the illustration, but to those of you that got it, you got it. You understand that we're living in the last time, and it is difficult to hold it together. So forgive yourself for having a tough time holding relationships together. Forgive yourself for being weary. Forgive yourself for being exhausted. Forgive yourself for being tired. Forgive yourself for being at your wits' end. Forgive yourself for coming to a point of desperation. Forgive yourself for being not motivated to say anymore, to give anymore, to forgive anymore, to apologize, to plan anymore, to sow anymore, to understand that you're fighting an end-time fight. You're fighting an apocalyptic war in your house. You're fighting the attack of the enemy through the times that we're living in. Once you check off, did I cause it? Did I do it? Did I contribute it to it? Am I remembering it correctly? Once you get past that, and I don't trust you to do a self-test, you got to ask some other people how you came across in the situation, because you will exonerate yourself in your own head. Once you get past that, I want you to understand that we're living in the last days, and it's hard to hold anything together. Your business, your marriage, your mother, your daughter, your auntie, your in-law. How many feel a force fighting against you with simple things that used to be easy? It used to be easy just to invite people over for dinner. It used to be easy to have a family picnic. It used to be easy for us to go on vacation. It used to be easy to take a drive. Now you got to take the temperature and see if it's the right day to ask them, and see if they're in the right mood. And now you got to discern their eyes. And now you got to try out a little easy question on them and see if it's okay. And now you got to figure out who makes the potato salad. And now you got to put up with a cereal bowl of potato salad because Helen is stingy. And you got 30 people and she bought a cereal. Am I telling the truth? People have lost all common sense. Here you come in here with this cereal bowl talking about, here it is. I can't even find it. And you act like you can't count. And you wonder why we got an attitude, because we have to run the Kroger's. In the middle of the barbecue now, we peeling potatoes. And you want a doggy bag to go home. Am I telling the truth? Come on, somebody shout me down. Somebody just shout me down. Somebody just shout me down. First one to grab a bag. I got to have me some of that when I leave. What happened to that when you were making that potato salad? But you don't say nothing. Because there will be a 10-year war over a bowl of potato salad. But you stop inviting them. And now the family's acting funny. I'm talking about real life issues. Jesus says that in the last days, mothers will be against daughters. That's unheard of. Fathers will be against sons. That would be unheard of if we were not alive today. Now it is more likely for families to hate each other than to love each other. We grew up where family love could be depended on. If you jumped on one of us, you had to jump on all of us. If you said something to my sister, there's a part of me and leave off this stage right now and go back to the school bus. But what used to be natural is not natural anymore. And the truth of the matter is, this woman is living with a demon. What drove her to Jesus is that she is in fact living with a demonic power that's manifesting in somebody she loves. And what do you do when you're trying to drive out what you don't love and save what you do love? What do you do when you're trying to kill the cancer and save the kidney? What do you do when you're trying to drive out the demon without the child leaving the house? What do you do when you're trying to bind the devil and cause the child to be free? What do you do when what you hate has got know how to be. You've been as loving as you know how to be. And still the demon is standing up, looking you in the face. Touch somebody and say, this is a job for Jesus. There's some people listening at me right now. You've bent over backwards. You've bent over forwards. You got down on the floor. You cried. You prayed. Nothing you do seems to be enough. This is a job for Jesus. If I'm talking to you, make some noise in this house. Oh my God, oh my God, I feel something, I feel something. I feel like something about to break loose in this place. This is a job for Jesus. This is a job for Jesus. This is such a job for Jesus. It's not just deacons seeking Jesus. It's not just church mothers seeking Jesus. It's not just the intercessory board seeking Jesus. We got drug dealers coming to church saying this is a job for Jesus. We got potheads coming to church saying I need a breakthrough and I got to come to Jesus. We got winos coming. We got strippers in here that came to Jesus because I tried everything and everything failed. And if Jesus doesn't give me an answer, I'm going to blow my brains out. Somebody's watching me right now. You're not even a Christian. You're just a desperate person tired of living with a demonic situation. Glory to God. And I feel like you're going to get a breakthrough in here today. Hell is nervous. Demons are trembling. Satan is upset. And yes, I know it's a witch watching, but I'm not scared of you, because greater is he that is in me than he that's in the world. Somebody give him 30 seconds of touch me. People tell him the devil is watching. 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 And then look at him and say, I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't care. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they do. I don't care how they act. I came to see Jesus, and I won't let you go. Oh, I won't let you go until you bless God. To secure the financing you need. That's the power of HELOC. Connect with a specialist today. That you never saw it. Now, I want you to understand something about this picture that Sam talks about. Everybody talks about the farm and the loaf and the bread and all of that. I want to talk about some things that we don't normally talk about. I want to talk about the disappearance of Jesus. How do you prepare for the return of the Lord? The disappearance of Jesus. The Bible said that when Jesus came into Tyre, that he entered into a house to keep a secret that he was there. Yeah, Jesus left that place and went to the vicinity of Tyre. He entered a house and did not want anyone to know. Jesus left that place and went to the vicinity of Tyre. Could not enter a house and did a secret. So we're talking about Jesus left that place and went to the vicinity of Tyre. Could not enter a house and did. This is not a city that would be receptive to his ministry. He has a clear sense of not being called to the people of Tyre and Sidon. He has a clear sense of his mission. Do you have a clear sense of your mission? Or are you just called to preach? Or are you just going, what kind of restaurant? What kind of, where? Is you fast food, short order, delivery? What? Do you have a clear sense of mission? Don't start a mission you don't have a clear sense of. He wasn't generic. He understood that he wasn't for everybody. Are you allowing yourself to be hurt over the rejection of somebody you're not even called to? Jesus had a clear sense of his purpose and his mission, and he had a clear sense that he was not generic, and he had a clear sense that he wasn't everybody's cup of tea, and he was cool with it. He was cool with being controversial. He was cool with being an outcast by certain circles. He didn't keep contorting himself into other forms, trying to get everybody to like him until you lost all sense of identity, twisting yourself over and over into all kind of shapes, trying to fit into people who have already made up their mind they don't want you. They don't want you. They don't want you. So you might as well stand up and be who you are. He was specific. Given that he was in Tyre, he chose to reside away from people he wasn't sent to. He chose, Jackie, he chose to reside away from people he wasn't sent to. He wasn't wasting time knocking on doors of people he wasn't sent to. Oh my God. I might not make it to the end. There are some situations you avoid. Like Moses putting a veil over his face. Remember when he came down off the mountain and he'd been with God, his face was lit up with glory, but the glory he had wasn't for the people he saw. I'm going to say that again. The glory he had wasn't for the people he saw, so he hid, as it were, his face. For Jesus to be hiding in the house is for Moses' face to be covered. Sometimes God will hide his glory. You realize Jesus rose from the dead and only showed himself alive to his disciples? He hid from everyone else. Stop trying to make people see what they refuse to see. Stop trying to make people believe what they don't believe. Stop trying to make people want what they don't want. I got up, fixed breakfast the other day for my grandkids, made homemade biscuits, fried apples, and sausage, and my wife scrambled some eggs, and they said, we don't want it. When I was younger, I'd have pitched a hissy fit. Now that I'm older, I said, thank you very much. I went on downstairs and went on into my quarters and kept on going because I'm not going to try to change you for 3 days, something that's been sitting in you for 13 years. I said, I know not to do that no more. I won't be doing that the whole rest of the trip. I've never entered into the kitchen again. I hid myself in the gentleman's quarters and let them go to McDonald's. Because my peace is worth it. Y'all didn't hear what? My peace is worth it. I'm not going to be fussing at you trying to get you to eat your broccoli. My peace is worth it. I'm too old to have them kind of argument. Been there, done that, got a t-shirt. McDonald's is on the corner. Sucking red light, turn left. I'm not mad at nothing. I'm not even frustrated. You can't open up yourself to everyone. I've heard this text preached over and over and over and over again. I preach it myself over and over again. I don't know that I've ever heard this point expounded on. Sometimes the gospel is hidden. The region as a whole was a region that he wasn't sent to. He wasn't sent to. I want to give you the history. See, we see what happened, but we don't see why. We see the front of the story, but we don't see the back of the story. We read little blurbs on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, blogs. You don't know the backstory. The backstory has everything to do with the story. You came to the family reunion. You saw us acting funny. You don't know what happened when we were 7. You don't know what happened when we were 12. You don't know that we're 5 different families gathering at the big dick that we didn't know we had. Come on, talk to me, people. Where are my real people? things that you are too precious to fight about. And you don't try to make yourself go where you're not sent. Remember the early church in the book of Acts? The Bible says that the Spirit of God constrained us from entering into certain cities. Remember what Jesus told the disciples? He said, if you go into a house and they don't receive you, shake the dust from your feet and leave swiftly. See, some of us are at the age now, I don't have time to be arguing about no eggs and bacon. I'm better than that. Go and get what you like. I hop, she hop, we hop, they hop. I'm not going to be arguing with nobody about nothing I can have peace about. The second thing I want you to notice is that Jesus does not come into Tyre expecting to be seen. While almost anyone else would want to be seen, Jesus wants to be hidden. He is hidden in the house. Somebody say he's hidden in the house. Say it again, he's hidden in the house. Say it again, he's hidden in the house. This time say he's hidden in my house. He's hidden in my house. Somewhere in my situation, Jesus is hidden. Somewhere in the hospital room, Jesus is hidden. Sometimes, somewhere in the court page, Jesus is hidden.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
All I got to do is ask and it shall be given. All I got to do is seek and ye shall find. He's hidden in the house. He's hidden in your problem. He's hidden in your storm. He's hidden in your crisis. He's hidden in your dilemma. I feel something pushing me in the back. I'm trying not to preach, but I feel the anointing of the Holy Ghost. Something is about to happen in this place. He's hidden. He's hidden in your problem. He's hidden in your dilemma. He's hidden in your crisis. He's hidden in your circumstance. Glory to God. Hallelujah. I feel a blessing about to hit this place. Stop somebody and tell him he's in there. You may have to find him, but he's in there. You may have to look for him, but he's in there. You may have to travel, but he's in there. You may have to walk alone, but he's in there. You may have to get down on the floor, but he's in there. Shout a hallelujah. Look at Jesus' unassuming manner. He is hidden in the house. Remember that Jesus is the one who healed masses of people and told them, don't tell anybody. Look at the attitude of Jesus compared to the attitude of Christians. We want to tell everybody. Jesus did more and asked less. Don't even tell anybody that I healed. Jesus is hidden in the house. And the Bible says that in spite of the fact that he wanted to be hidden in the house, that the glory that was on Jesus was so strong, it could not be hidden. Which brings me to this conclusion, that real glory cannot be hidden. When you're the real deal, you don't have to tell me you're the real deal. When you got the real stuff, you don't have to say I got the real stuff. Because real glory cannot be hidden. Stop telling me who's fighting your ministry. Stop telling me who's got their foot on you. If I can put my foot on you, God didn't send you. Because if God sent you, he'll break my foot. He'll make
Unreached recording in error. Please check the number and try your call again.
Hi, my name is Crystal, and I'm calling to get some information. I called, well, actually, I emailed yesterday and I didn't get a response. And so today I'm calling because I wanted to speak with an attorney to see if they would be able to help in my situation or to see if they were able to provide me with a consultation. Catch up? Uh, alimony, spousal support. I want to have a modification hearing or I want to take my husband back to court based on the spousal agreement that we made. He lied about his income and his assets, and in the agreement there was a clause there, and so I want to speak to an attorney about that. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, perfect. Thank you. Yes, I'm still here. Thank you. Okay, you too. Hi, how are you? Good morning. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. If that's the proper way to say it, I think so. When I say it, it just sounds like I'm saying a lot. And I'm like, okay, how do you simplify this? What's the simplified version of what you're trying to say? Yeah, correct. We signed a spousal agreement and he's in breach. Okay, so we signed the agreement. I was under duress, at the time, and I should have never signed it. But he bamboozled me because I was homeless. Literally, he left me with in ruins, in financial ruins. No vehicle, no car, no money, no place to live. I literally was homeless. I mean, like homeless, homeless. And So I finally found him. He was evading court and any procedures. And so it took a while to finally track him down. And so when I did, we signed an agreement. He said, well, I'll only do it for, this many months and 6 months, and I'll pay you $250 a week. And I said, well, I'll do this. He swore he didn't have a penny to his name, but he was driving a 2023 Bronco when I met him at that time. It was brand new. So I noticed that he came around me again and he was in another brand new car. And so he was telling me basically that he did not have any money, that he was lost a lot in the divorce, in our separation, and that he just didn't have anything. So long story short, I signed the agreement, but to protect myself, I put a clause in there to say that if you are doing music or making music or anything, I'm entitled to those royalties or any funds from that, because he is a producer. And he told me adamantly he was not doing any music, had no, affiliation with the church whatsoever, and was done with that. His music career was ruined and he didn't have any money, that he was an Uber driver. His social media account that depicts an entirely different life of him traveling, making money in nice vehicles, with flashy clothes on, just totally different. And I'm saying, okay, so immediately I went back to him and said, oh, I hadn't Googled you in a while. And I Googled you and all of these events come up. You are traveling, you are touring. So I immediately sent a breach of contract in to the courts and asked for them not to strike the motion. So he comes back to me and now we agree, and he says, I will just push the alimony out further. This is a verbal agreement. He came over to the house. I have it written down and dated and timestamped that we had this conversation. Now that the alimony is about to end at the end of this month or in March, he says he's not going to extend it. He's not going to pay anything else. He's not going to take care of me forever. And he doesn't have to. And he doesn't have to tell me about his assets that I was due 50% of during the divorce, hearing and or process. And so I'm at a disadvantage right now because I have not regained my financial dependence. I live in a room for rent. I am not living nearly a quarter of the lifestyle that we lived when we were together. And if he was to just cut off that payment, I am not sure on how I would be able to, how that would knock me all the way back down to zero with trying to rebuild myself after this divorce. And it's causing me a lot of anxiety. And he doesn't seem to care with one way or the other. And so I'm texting him and messaging him every day, trying to get some resolve to this, and he's not willing to do that. Now, there is a part in here, I don't know if it matters or not, and you're probably going to say she's nuts when I tell you this, but throughout this whole time that we were going through the process, we have maintained somewhat of a communication, and since 2023 up until this point, we have maintained a sexual relationship. And so that is where I felt that I had hope and promise because of his, when I would see him and he would say, I'm going to make sure I do what I can. You're going to be okay. But then now that it's ending, it seems that that was just another trick of his and that he's, doing other things. So I'm reaching out today to see what would it cost to take him back to court for this? Or, what are my legal grounds for this? Because basically, he never gave me 50% of his assets when we divorced. I'm living in a room for rent with people that just got out of prison and that I would never talk to a day in my life. I hide in the room all day because I feel like he put me in this situation to discount my claims about him to make me look bad. Now, on a whole nother different level, his brother is in law enforcement. And I didn't know that when we got together. So he has helped him conceal assets and helped him to do certain things. So, me living in this room for rent with garbage cars outside and irreputable people makes me look, it shades my creditor, it shades my character. And I feel like he did that on purpose. So, when I'm making misconduct complaints about his brother, it looks like, oh, she lives with druggies or she lives with this, but I'm doing this because I literally can't afford anywhere else. And I have not been able to successfully regain my financial independence. When we were married, I had a 4.0 GPA in school with presidential accolades. I had driving a Land Rover LR3, a Lexus, a brand new truck, living in a predominantly Caucasian neighborhood, and get to here now I'm in Riverdale with abandoned vehicles on the side of the road and in the driveway, and people that I would never talk to that I have to get up and interact with on a daily basis. And I feel like he destroyed my life. In fact, I think that is an understatement. And so I don't want to be bitter in this situation, but I want to be better and I want to have what is due to me, but I don't want to put myself in a position where I can never heal. I just want for an attorney to understand what was taken from me and what was done and give me my best legal advice as far as what to do and how to move forward with this situation, because I am at a loss right now when it comes down to rebuilding my life and my character and my sense of my self-esteem. I just think it's just crushed. And I'm 48. And I'm 48. I'm not 28. I'm 48. I'm 2 years from 50. The major milestone in your life, and you're making me start over in a room for rent in Riverdale? Really? And when I came from having my own business and 4 or 5 cars outside that are mine legally, and you drop me all the way back down, really, to this? And I mean, I just don't, it's mental cruelty to me, because I get up every day and say, "Are you sane?" Like, I mean, I don't get this at all. How you can do someone like this, and if I don't get the support from him, I'm at a risk of being homeless again with like nowhere to go. And he's touring with, you know, people that are on Grammys, that are on the Grammys, that get awards. He's not with, you know, a regular little two-step band at a church. No, he's with big people and taking photos. And so I'm like, where do we go with this, and how can we move forward so I could get what I deserve? I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to, you know, ruin his career, but I just want what is fair to me. And I want for him to look at it from that perspective. And if I didn't call you, he would not do what he's supposed to do. He only responds to legal authority. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, I think that would be okay. Um, Let me look at my finances today. I think that would, I could probably move that. I'm not going to lie to you. I will probably have to um take it from my rent, but let me see about that, and I will um call you back if that's possible. And I mean, is that good? And I have one other thing to say. I don't know if you feel good about this, then we could definitely do it, and I'll just take it out of my rent. Um he was supposed, the order is written weird. I've never seen I've been divorced before. My sisters are, you know, pro se attorneys on the low, and they never pay for this type of advice or service. So I've watched plenty and seen plenty of divorce decrees. I've never seen one written in the manner in which mine is. And I'm saying that because she did not put that he is to pay me alimony in this amount and start this week and end this month and time. She didn't do that. What she did was inadvertently added it and said I'm incorporating the terms of the spousal agreement, if that makes sense. So if that still gives me that order for the support, then we're good to go. If you think it's going to be some shade in that, then I don't know whether you guys could look at it first or download it and then, let me know if it's safe to, because I don't want to lose just my $200 either. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. Does that matter, or is that covered in the consultation, or does that even matter? Okay, and what kind of time frame am I looking at? Like how far out am I being scheduled? Okay. Okay. And can I review my finances for a little bit and then give you a call back today? And I want to clear it with my landlord on pushing my rent back. Um, and if I could do that, if that works for him, then I'll call you back and we can go ahead and book the appointment for sure. Uh, yes, it is. All right, sounds good. Thank you again, and you have a blessed day. Bye bye.
please either send us an email or call back from a different phone number. The phone number as spam. If this is an error, we apologize for the inconvenience. To reach us, please either send us an email or call back from a different phone number. Thank you for your call. Unfortunately, our system has flagged your phone number as spam. If this is an error, we apologize for the inconvenience. To reach us, please either send us an email or call back from a different phone number.
What am I calling again? Okay, hi. My name is Crystal, and I'm calling to speak to someone or talk to someone to see if you would be able to help me in a post spousal support modification order. Okay. Crystal, and my last name is Ketchup, Ketchup. 909-300-2829. Crystal Ketchup. Well, I don't want to give that right now. Clayton. 30296. His name is Elijah, and his last name is Ketchup. Elijah. Okay. Okay. This is taking a while when it's divorce lawyers all over Georgia. And I can't find one. Mm. Okay. Same person. Same review. Worry. I don't know if I should call that one Precious Welder. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see now.
What's up?